My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're looking at what has your person realized about you, this connection, themselves, and we're going to look at their thoughts and feelings for you. And in the extended, we're going to do the same thing to the third party. What have they realized about the third party, themselves in that relationship, and their thoughts and feelings? Okay. And then we'll also ask what's going to be a person's next move towards you within 1 month of you watching this reading. Okay. So let us begin. All right. So even as I touch this deck to just get out the significators, and that song by I think it's John Legend and Fazoa. I'm pretty sure I'm saying her name incorrectly. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it. It's a beautiful name. And it's minefields, and the particular verses that are coming is well, the sentence really is what I won't do to be close to you. These minefields that are keeping me from you, or what I won't do to be close to you. So that's what I'm getting. So one, we're identifying that they perceive that there's some sort of obstacle or obstacles. Okay, and maybe we can ask what are those minefields? Can ask that in the extended. What are those obstacles that they have identified? And just this longing to be in your presence, in your energy, and to be with you. So we have here justice. And this is about everything being made to rights, everything being reset, rebalanced, and it is about, karmic justice, okay? It's about looking at life objectively, right? Being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and see where they're coming from. All right, so let's have a look. All right, your person's energy generally. And we just talked about karmic justice, and this is what we got. All right, so they're in the energy here of karma. So big karmic lessons, but it's not just, there's some persons that can experience a karmic return or experience the consequences of their actions, and they still can't see the point, right? they just cannot see it. This is not your person right now. They can see it, and the reason why we know that they can see it and that they're learning the lesson is because of this crystal here. And these crystals are about healing. It almost looks like Lumerian crystals, and Lumeria has always been associated with the Akashic records, with Lumeria. Okay, so this is them learning their lessons. They are integrating the lessons. They are extracting the wisdom from the experience. This is not somebody else just experiencing the consequence of their actions and then, pretending. Well, I wouldn't say pretending. Some people just don't get it. They don't get it. They will date the same person over and over again, have the same situation manifest over and over again, and still not stop to say, wait a minute, hold up. I really had to check myself here. There's something that's going on here. They will never see the pattern. There's some people like that. Like, you can see it immediately when you look at their life, and they're like, I must be the most unluckiest person in the world. No, you're not. You're repeating the same pattern, but this is your person recognizing the patterns and integrating the wisdom. This is where they're at. I'll pull some cards on this for you guys. Let's see the energy towards you. We have creativity. Well, they view you as, it's a card number 14, so that's temperance. And temperance is, you are stable. You're stable in your energy, like nothing really rocks you. Okay, yes, you can get triggered, yes, you can get hurt, but you can easily recover because you have those tools now. But they also see you as MYOB, minding your own business. That's how they see you. They see you as having turned your back on them completely, and you are doing your thing, creating the life that you want. This is what they see, that you are creating the life that you want. You might be onto some kind of fresh start because this canvas has just begun, onto some kind of fresh start, maybe a fresh person, who knows, right? but they see you as doing your thing, and you are not concerned about them in the least. And this really triggers your person because there's an abandonment wound that they have. So this turning your back, this is a big trigger for them. Now they also see you as, they've seen your light, they've seen your shadow, but they still walk away just thinking about your light mostly. They see you as a person who's balancing their masculine and feminine energy, but they see you in your feminine energy right now because they see you in your creative aspect. Somehow they know that you are creating something new. So for some of you guys, they may know that you are pregnant or maybe even adopting a child, but children is always about projects as well. So they know that you're working on shit and building the life that you want, and your focus is not on them. And this is a big trigger. It is reminding them of their childhood and the neglect that they experience there. And that has to come up so that they can deal with that and process that. Okay, so this is all part of the process. So whatever is happening should be happening. Okay, let's pull some cards on this, okay? Whatever is happening should be happening. And let me take a note of that mind field question because I want to ask that for you in extended. I don't want you to not get that. Okay. I'll ask that as the first question. All right, so we have here the Three of Pentacles, and this is about new foundations, and it's new foundations inspired by spirit, divine source energy, but it's also new foundations that are occurring because people are standing in their power and their truths. This reminds me of the Sun card a lot, and the Sun card is about taking back your power, right? So I think this is what both of you guys may be doing at this time, taking back your power. Where you may have given it away. You may have given it away to your person, and your person may be giving it away to family members or friends or whatever it is. But you guys are taking back your power. All right. And maybe the lesson that they are learning right now, what has come through is, every time they have had something, let's say, go wrong, nothing really goes wrong, but things happen that we perceive as negative. Anytime something has gone wrong, it's because they have ignored their intuition or their gut feeling and maybe listened to somebody else or prioritized somebody else's need, even though their gut was telling them something different. Right? So I just got that. What do we have here? We have Page of Cups in reverse. And Page of Cups in reverse is a child, I feel in this context, is a child who was emotionally neglected. And this is why you turning your back on them triggers them so much, because that's what people did to them as their child. And they're not to go running in, right? They are to free themselves from this, right? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. They're the ones that need to free themselves from this. You are doing what you're meant to do. This is your job, right? This is your job, right? Triggering this person is part of your job. It's part of your contract. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. Right? You can't free themselves from that, right? So the karmic lessons that they're learning right now is really freeing them from a lot of childhood trauma and pain that they have held on to and they have built their life around. So they're realizing that a lot of the decisions that they made wasn't made out of love, but was made out of the pain of the past. Even their choice of partner. Okay? Maybe even their choice of you. Maybe what attracted them to you at first was maybe your mothering energy or nurturing energy, and it's because they didn't get it in the past, right? So they have to transmute that. So when they come back around, you know that this is not any kind of trauma bond that they're doing, right? And it's not because they need your energy, it's because they want to be in your energy. Okay? Let's see this creativity And this is them wanting to create something with you as well. I forgot to tell you that. What is this? We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. They're also saying that you are not taking them seriously at this time because they haven't been taking you seriously and they have not been prioritizing you. So it feels like you've made a decision, you know what? If this person not prioritizing me, I'm not prioritizing them, right? I have to get on living. I have to keep on living, right? Right. And this is, making them take a look at maybe some of their fuckboy or fuckgirl actions of the past. Like that, it looks like they were inconsistent. They were inconsistent. So let's ask Spirit, what have they realized about you and the connection? We have the Lovers, okay? So they recognize that you are the one. For some of them, they recognize that there's nothing they won't do, just to hold you. That's what I'm getting here with this card, just to hold you. Just to be the one that you turn to. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. They're recognizing the ways that they've not been there for you, that the ways that they've not supported you, supported your dreams, your boundaries. We have the Ten of Wands, okay? And they're seeing how their baggage from the past, like, played into that. And then we have Justice in reverse and how much they were unfair to you. So it looks like there was just not an equal sharing of energies in this relationship in the past. And this is something that they're finally able to see clearly. They couldn't see it. This person actually thought when they were doing that, when they were being inconsistent, they actually thought that they were being consistent. They couldn't see it. They couldn't see themselves. They couldn't see themselves. And they couldn't see how they were hurting you. They couldn't appreciate that. What it took was the same thing happening to them, and they're experiencing this karmic justice to really put themselves in your shoes and recognize like what they were doing to you was really fucked up. I also feel, with this card, with this baggage from the past, the way they treated you may have been how one parent treated the other. Maybe they grew up seeing their mother or their father being abused or settling for less. And they thought that, that was something that was normal. And now they're realizing, no, this is screwed up. And it's not fair in the natural sense of things. It's not fair because there's no equity. For some of them, they've had a father that was either absent physically or absent emotionally and did not take care of the family, so they don't know how to be there in the masculine aspect. Whether they're male or female in body, it doesn't matter. We're talking about the energy, okay? So they just don't know how to be there for somebody, how to protect someone, to protect them feelings, to treat their feelings with care. Because even if you don't reciprocate someone's feelings, you can still treat their feelings with care, right? The way you communicate to them, the way you treat them. But this person, it looks like they were really careless with you, and this is something that they're just realizing. What have they realized about themselves? It's the coconut guy again. He always shows up when I'm doing the reading. But I'm not going down today. What have they realized about themselves? We have the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, a lot of truth coming in about their family. And some of the dogma that they have bought into. Sun card in reverse. They're realizing that they're not happy and that they've been given their power away. So big truths here. And the Seven of Wands in reverse here. Not standing up for themselves. Again, not having any boundaries, right? And not having any boundaries or not having any standards or principles or scruples. Again, this is something that they were modeled within their family of origin, and they're seeing that now, right? We have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is like truth bombs, right? This is truth bombs coming in, truth bombs coming in, right? One after the other. Just when you're thinking integrated one, there's another one, right? So everything is kind of finally making sense to this person about why they do the things that they do, why they attract the partners that they attract. I think this is someone that was operating without self-awareness. That they're realizing that they've been taking a back seat in their own life, right? And people have been treating them the way they've been treating themselves, right? If you don't have any boundaries or you don't have any standards, people are going to treat you like shit. So this is what they're realizing about themselves. And again, the role that their childhood is playing, because Sun card in reverse is a shitty childhood too, because the Sun is about children, right? So it's making the linkages, right? Seeing everything, how everything interplays with each other, and how they have created the life that they are currently living. Every decision that they have made has created this life that they're now living in that they aren't happy with. They can't blame anybody else, right? You're no longer there as a scapegoat. So big lessons for your person, lots of awareness, lots of truth, big epiphanies, Yeah, this is what it is. It's epiphanies, right? Okay. When your person thinks about you and this connection, how are they perceiving you at this time? All right, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. They think that you're gone. You're gone. So we were getting that consistent message that you're gone. You don't want to hear the apologies. You don't want shit. You're just gone. Ten of Cups in reverse. They feel like they've lost you, and they've lost this opportunity to be happy. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like you've given up on having anything stable or enduring with them. And the Three of Cups in reverse. They really think that they've lost the opportunity to be happy. So this walking away thing, like, this is for real. For real, right? I think maybe they thought at first that you were there playing hard to get, but now they're realizing, no, you've decided that you're going to live your life. You're going to create the life that you want. And if they don't want to be an active participant in that and show up the way that they need to show up, you're just going to leave them behind. I think this is why they're finally realizing that you're for real. They are realizing that you are for real. This is the message I'm getting, that you are for real. All this time they thought you were playing games. Because maybe you guys would be on again, off again, on again, off again. But this time you're off. They're realizing that this is for real. So they think that they've lost you, that they've lost an opportunity to be with you. And that even if they showed up with a solid offer, there's a 50-50 chance that you're not going to take it. Let's look at their feelings for you at this time. All right, but hope springs eternal. So they're still hoping that they can turn this around. But I think the reality is just dawning on them that they can't show up the same way and expect you to respond. You're way past that. Whoa. All right, we have apathetic. So for some of them, they may be trying to numb out right now because to connect with this energy that's in their heart space might be a bit too painful. I'm going to pull some cards in that for you. We have empty, right? Just feeling that vacuum, right? Because you have been such a big light in their life, such a big energy that, when you're gone, there is this big space, there's this big void, right? And it's noticed, right? Purposeless. They're realizing just how empty their life is without you. And as I said, whatever is happening is meant to happen because they need to figure out who they are and what they're meant to do in this life. Apart from you. Apart from you. Right? Anyone who is dissatisfied with their life or is not living their purpose is always going to be prone to distractions. If you get with this person now, you know what they're going to do? They're probably going to cheat on you or something like that. You know why? Because they have not found their reason for being. So I think if you guys are apart at this time, know that there's literally purpose in that. Because they have to figure out what they're meant to do in this life, who they are. You know? Or they're always going to be searching in the wrong place and with the wrong people for it. And then we have power hungry, trying to figure out, how do they take control of the situation? How do they reset things so that they have the advantage? But you're no longer giving them that power. That's not going to happen ever again, though. And that's what they have to realize. You're no longer giving them that power. All right, let's see this apathetic. That says Queen of Swords. They think that you have gone completely cold. So they think that you are the apathetic one, right? That you have cut them out of your life completely. That's how they see. That's how they're seeing you. That's what they feel. That you have cut them off. And this is making them realize like just how empty they feel inside. We have the world. I don't think they realize how much space you took up in their life until less on and in their psyche until you were gone. So this rocked their world. And that's a message we've been getting, right? Let's see this purposeless energy. King of Wands in reverse, feeling defeated, right? For some of them, they might be feeling burnt out, overwhelmed. But I don't think it's a physical overwhelm or burnt out. This is something psychic or spiritual, and this is something emotional. And the King of Wands, when he's upright, he really embodies the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra, yeah, it's about sex, but it's about creativity, about vitality, power. And they're just feeling deflated and defeated. And maybe like literally deflated. Maybe their libido could have taken a hit as well. They're just not motivated right now. But they have to find their own motivation, right? You can't be the be all and end all of who they are. They can't rely on somebody else for their psychic survival. That's parasitic, right? So there's purpose with them being alone at this time. Let's see, power hungry. Yeah, the Empress, right? So they see you there unbothered, sitting pretty. You don't seem to be affected by what is going on, right? And they want to see, like, how can they now, like, assert power over you again, or to even get a reaction out of you. Because for them, a reaction means that you care. But this unbothered energy means that you're gone. And they can't accept that you're gone. So in the extended, we'll look at the third party or karmic situation. And I'll ask that question about the minefields that they perceive that they have to surmount in order to come towards you. But if you can't join me in extended, let's get some advice from Spirit as to what is your next move. And we have here alchemy, making shit happen. Oh yeah, right? And that's a card number 25, which reduces to 7, which is a chariot. So Spirit saying keep on walking. Be like Johnny Walker. Keep on walking, right? And making that life that you want happen. Whatever it is. Make choices based on you, your needs, your vision for yourself. And we have here sexual arts. And I think we got this in our last reading. Now it's a card number 33, which is a spiritual card. So for some of you, your person might be trying to even do like sex magic at this time. Let's see the sexual arts card. Because 33 is a spiritual awakening. It's mastering one's spiritual gifts. So maybe there's a call here to participate in some sort of tantra. And with tantra, you don't need a partner. All right, so let's see what this is all about here. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, maybe right now, you guys are celibate, or maybe you're feeling like there's a part of yourself that is dormant. That is dormant at this time. But they're reminding you that sexuality is a vital part of being alive. So let's see what they have to say. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sex energy only occurs where there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. Yes, attraction of for the other. Okay, I can digest that. Okay. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to closure and consciousness itself. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature, and emotions. Do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can be so subtle and last a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. Now, they have a healing ritual, meditation, direction here, but it's premised on the fact, from what I'm seeing here, it's premised on the fact that one person is embodying the feminine and one person is embodying the masculine, or it seems like it is premised on polarities, right? That each person is embodying a polarity, whereas, well, from where I stand, both persons have masculine and feminine energies within us that we're meant to balance. But let's see what they have to say, okay? Because my beliefs aren't everybody's beliefs. Okay, so feminine essence people. So it says feminine essence people. So persons that embody the feminine. Instead of directly telling your masculine partner what you want, as this tends to kill polarity, invite him into action through expressing your feelings. Your speech could be erotic and enticing instead of functional and efficient. Let him know how you're feeling and let him be inspired to direct you there. All right, so if you consider yourself to be feminine essence, they're saying this is what you need to do. And if you consider yourself to be masculine essence, your greatest gift is constant presence. So if you're masculine, you have to show up. You have to show up and be there. And not just be there energetically, but be there physically. No matter what your feminine partner is feeling or doing, constantly penetrate her display and see the light that is shining for you. The feminine may come at you like a slap to the face or your favorite kiss. Stay with her energy so the feminine knows that no matter what she's feeling, that you're there. So if you're masculine energy, spirit saying you gotta show up. You gotta show up. And if you see yourself as having both masculine and feminine energies, you have to express your feelings and you have to show up. Okay? Well, that's what they're saying there. Nothing is going to happen in the vacuum. So turning your back completely doesn't make things happen. Spirit's asking you, if your feminine energy turning your back completely, Spirit's asking you to express your feelings. And if your masculine energy turn your back completely, it's not going to help. Spirit's saying that you need to show up. You need to be there. Fair enough. If it resonates with what you've already been getting in your psyche, you go right ahead. But Spirit is saying that the fires need to be constantly fanned in order to keep attraction alive. Okay? My love, so that was your reading. If you're interested in joining me extended, let's go into the karmic third party energy and see what your person's realized about them. All right, I'll see you in a minute.